Hello, I'm your friend Teacher Sam, here to guide you through the art of disagreeing politely in English. This skill is not only about being courteous, it's about building bridges and not walls in conversations. It's about maintaining respect while putting across your perspective. In the English language, the way we express disagreement can make a significant difference in how our message is received. So, are you ready to learn how to disagree without creating conflict? Here we go. First thing first, understanding what it means to disagree politely. A polite disagreement is not about winning an argument, but rather about sharing a different perspective. It's a way to express your views without causing offense or escalating the situation. Just imagine you're at a dinner table. You wouldn't want to slam your fists and shout, "I disagree," would you? Instead, you'd likely want to share your viewpoint in a more respectful and considerate manner. That's where polite disagreement comes in. The tone of your voice, the words you choose, and the timing of your disagreement play crucial roles in this process. A gentle tone, respectful words, and the right moment can turn a potentially heated argument into a constructive conversation. It's important to remember that the goal of polite disagreement is not to prove the other person wrong. Instead, it's about expressing your own perspective while respecting the thoughts and feelings of others. Remember, a polite disagreement is about expressing your opposing views without disrespecting or hurting the other person's feelings. Now let's move on to some common expressions you can use to disagree politely. Firstly, there's the classic, "I see your point, but..." This phrase is perfect for showing understanding of the other person's perspective while also introducing your own. For example, "I see your point about the need for stricter regulations, but isn't there a risk of hampering innovation?" Next up we have, "I respect your opinion, however." This expression emphasizes your respect for the other person's viewpoint before presenting your counter-argument. For example, "I respect your opinion on the importance of traditional education, however, the benefits of online learning cannot be ignored." Then, there's, "I understand where you're coming from, but..." Similar to the first expression, this phrase acknowledges the other person's stance and then introduces your perspective. For instance, "I understand where you're coming from with your concerns about vegetarianism, but there are substantial health and environmental benefits to consider." Another handy phrase is, "That's a valid point, yet..." This expression allows you to validate the other person's point before presenting your contrasting view. For example, "That's a valid point about the expense of renewable energy, yet the long-term savings and environmental benefits are considerable." Lastly, consider using, "I can see why you might think that, but..." This phrase is particularly useful when you want to gently challenge someone's assumptions or misconceptions. For instance, "I can see why you might think that artificial intelligence is a threat, but it also has the potential to revolutionize many aspects of our lives." Remember, the goal here is not to win an argument, but to maintain a respectful and constructive conversation. The real beauty of these expressions is that they allow you to disagree without causing offense or escalating the situation. These expressions are gentle ways to voice your dissent. Practice them, and you'll be a pro at disagreeing politely. Learning is never complete without practice. So let's apply what we've learned. Imagine you're at a dinner party, and someone shares an opinion you don't quite agree with. Instead of bluntly stating your disagreement, you might say, "That's an interesting point, but have you considered..." This allows you to offer your perspective without causing offense. Or perhaps you're in a meeting at work, and a colleague suggests a plan you think won't work. You could say, "I see where you're coming from, but what if we tried?" This shows that you respect their idea while still introducing your own. In your day-to-day life, find opportunities to practice these expressions. Whether you're chatting with friends or debating in a more formal setting, these phrases can help you disagree politely and effectively. Remember, practice is key. The more you apply these expressions, the more natural your polite disagreements will become. Great work today. You've learned a valuable skill in English communication. We've covered the essence of polite disagreement, explored various expressions to express differing opinions respectfully, and practiced applying these in real-life scenarios. Remember, it's about maintaining respect while expressing your viewpoint. Knowing how to disagree politely in English not only improves your language skills, but also helps in creating positive and respectful interactions. Keep practicing, and you'll master this art in no time. Until next time, this is Teacher Sam signing off.